What up, though? You already know how I go. Make sure you smash like, subscribe, comment. I don't care what you comment as long as you comment. A lady asked me to do this video, and I did it, but I was at a state that, I look back on the video when I was about to upload it, and I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna upload it, and I forgot. So I'm sorry about that. But the question was, should I be a nurse at MDOC? I'm about to graduate nursing school. I got a job lined up, so on and so forth, or something along those lines. She said, yeah, why not? I heard the hazard pay is good. Heard the health insurance is good. They short on nurses, short on correctional officers. They always hiring. If you good with high level stress environment, if you cool with walking down the rock, doors on this side, or you might walk down one long gallery with all doors right here, bars. If you cool with somebody every day picking out every flaw you got, whether it's just a pimple right here or here, whether it's a pimple, whether it's a blemish, whether it's a burn, and talking to you and cracking jokes on you about it. If you're okay with your nose being a little crooked, or your teeth might be a little crooked, or you might be a woman with a little bit of mustache. If you could take the harshest jokes that you'll ever hear, if you could take a man saying that he would take you, he would take your mama, that little child in your belly, I'll take that child too, and I'll bend her and say all that weird stuff. If you could deal with that, that's cool. If you're not scared to get close to a guy that's getting wrestled down and handcuffed and put a shot in his butt because it's state mandatory shots that you got to give out. If you cool with having to walk along with yourself by yourself sometime, people will get mad at you when nurses walk by themselves, they'll put their hand on their emergency button when they walk past you, and people get mad and offended by that. Like, you don't understand why this woman would do that, because it's a guy that would touch her. If you cool with walking down the rock and a man exposing himself, if you cool with sometimes you might get hit with a little ejaculate, you might get hit with a little of that sometimes. You might get something thrown on you once a year or whatever, but it's really cool people in there that never had no problems, really sweet people that other inmates take up for. It was this lady, she looked just like Kris Jenner. I wish I knew her name. She was pretty too, pretty older lady, about 50, or not, but yeah, about 45 to 50, maybe a little older, I don't know. Pretty, beautiful, sweet lady. I guess they fired her because she just wouldn't be mean, and she was just too friendly with inmates, and not no sexual way, nothing like that. She was just nice. And if a guy say something to her, somebody would check him. Like, come on, bro, you tripping. She's straight. You know what I'm saying? Get on Miss Haskey. And, I remember Miss Haskey used to walk through. Miss Haskey was short, about 5'3", looked like a hobbit, right? Thick as hell, though. Little mustache, top roller, her teeth missing. They used to fire her up. She used to, Miss Haley used to come through there. Miss Haley she was straight. Sometimes she had a little attitude, little demeanor that people didn't like. Decent looking. Big chest. Super flat booty. Big feet or long shoes, either one of them. Not a bad looking woman. I don't want to make it seem like, because she was good, always nice to me, and could have turned me in for a bunch of stuff, right? So she never did. So shout out to her. But when she was wearing like the same outfit for a couple days, and I guess nurses feel like, long as I wash it, I'm not about to come in here pretty every day. They start firing her up every day. She would walk down the hall. She would be pale white at first, then leave and be super red, shaking, giving out the wrong pills because she couldn't really take it. And then she'll come in with some brand, and then we noticed she changed her whole wardrobe up, went and bought a whole bunch of stuff. Like, now we see it got to you. Now they're going to do it more. So if you could take the name calling, you could take people pointing out your flaws all the time, people exposing themselves, COs being kind of mean to you because you ain't too aggressive, or you being too nice to an inmate. If you could take people like belittling you a bit, especially being a woman in a man's environment like that, and then it's toxic masculinity up there. You dig what I'm talking about? Like, they feel like, the dudes feel like they run the place, they own the place, they talk to the women crazy. And then you got the women that's highly aggressive alpha males that fit in with the guys that talk to some of the ladies and nurses crazy. You dig what I'm talking about? So if you're in that type of environment, it's like, long as you're against the inmate, you can fit in eventually with the staff. You can't have it both ways. Some people know how a bit, but they never really last long. Um, I would say do it. You might get a job easy, like passing out pills all day. People come to you, you behind the glass. You might be good, or you might have to walk to the hole and hand it out, pop the slot. You never know what might come out of it. But other than that, just don't be by yourself, and no auditorium or no room or nothing like that. And he ain't handcuffed, because you never know what might happen to you. Because in there, a guy come down with 10 years. He done did 8. And this really happened before. I forget his name. I think his last name Williams. He was about to go home. He raped and killed the guard and got, I believe, natural life. Lamont Miller was about to go home, killed the police guard, stabbed him up, like went crazy. So you never know what you might run into in that environment. But overall, get the money. I heard it's good. Like I said, the hazard pay, the health care good. Get to the money. And it's exciting too. It's not like working in a hospital. It's real exciting. You know, if you like the drama, you like guys coming in there with flesh wounds, guys popping their shirt off for you when you walk past, you like stuff like that, you like attention, you're a people's person, it might be a place for you. It's not for a lot of people though. But I would say, I think it's more exciting in a hospital. Well, probably not. Like if I worked in a hospital, at least I get to see like different women every day. So that'd be lovely for me. I hate working a job where it's the same tired women every day. You know what I'm saying? Or they barely hire women, or if so, they through. So I guess working in a regular hospital would be a lot better, but prison, that's a different environment, different experience for you, different pay for you. So come out, get as much money as you can. Peace and blessings be upon you. Let's get this morning started, baby.
What up, though, Detroit? So you already know the deal. Just giving a shout out to Petty Tupac TV. Like, comment, subscribe. You already know the deal. We have to support everybody's businesses, and you already know how it goes. We support each other. You know what I'm saying? Make Detroit win.